A lot of downloadable games lately, like Bionic Commando Rearmed, have been all about taking an old formula and making it feel like it was created in the 21st century. Such is not the case with Mega Man 9. It's truly a celebration of old-school gaming in its purest form. If you've never played an 8-bit Mega Man game before, here's what you can expect. You can pick whatever order you want to tackle the stages in, each stage ending with a master robot. You walk through the stage, gunning your way through enemies, fight the boss, and then when you beat the boss, you get his power. Then you leave and take another stage on. It's a great formula, and while it was getting stale when Mega Man games were very common, it somehow feels fresh and very reinvented with Mega Man 9. That's something I really like about it. Obviously, with an old-school design, it means that Mega Man 9 is going to be very hard, and one thing that Mega Man games made their name on was excruciating difficulty, and this is a game that follows suit. It is, in my opinion, one of the hardest Mega Man games I've played. Most Mega Man games, I'll play through a level maybe 5 times and then be able to get to the boss, no problem. In this one, I've played some stages about 24 times, and I still haven't reached the ending boss, or one of them I haven't even reached a checkpoint yet. It is that difficult of a game. However, one thing I like about it is that it never feels cheap. All the deaths, you can see why you died there, or even if you can't exactly you can always see why you died. You might not exactly see how you're supposed to get past it, but you will eventually figure it out, and it's incredibly gratifying, and most importantly, it's just a very fun game to play. It's probably one of the few truly difficult games I've ever played, where after I die, I laugh, I have a good time still. It's just part of that. You get beaten down, and you love every second of it, about it. Now, the thing with Mega Man games is that they usually take several hours to complete the first time, simply because their difficulty in trying to figure out the patterns, but once you play through them a few times, then it becomes quite easy and quite fluent, and really this is a game that if you know everything fairly well, you can beat it in about 45 minutes, one sitting. And obviously that's always been part of the 8-bit Mega Man games, and really $10 seems like a bit much to be asking for that, so Capcom tried extending the game length by putting in achievements into the game. There are achievements no matter what system you own, the Wii version, PS3, Xbox 360, there's achievements there. Then it may not do anything, but they're nice little rewards to work towards. And on top of that, there's also this time trial mode and leaderboards for each time trial. However, my only problem is that that's something that really feels niche appeal. Some of the achievements are ridiculously hard. I can't imagine anyone who has like a smidgen of a life being able to get one of them. And on top of that, the time attack thing isn't something that a lot of people are going to want to do. They just want to play through a level and get to the end. They don't want to try getting through it as quickly as possible. One thing that is cool about the time attack is that it lets you try out all the weapons without unlocking them, but that's really just a small part of it. In all reality, it seems like the extra content they added in just seems like a artificial game extender. Now, with that said, this could stop being the issue because there's downloadable content on every console. The Wii, the PC, PS3, 360, all of them are going to get downloadable content. I don't know what it actually is, but we will get it eventually to buy, so that's something I love. And also, once again, it's pushing the Wii version for getting DLC. I like that. My only real complaint about the design is that it's, besides the fake game extension, is that it's a tad unbalanced. It's not totally unbalanced to the point of game breaker, and there is still a good balance, but it seems like some of the weapons are practically worthless in comparison to others. I'm basically plowing through the game using nothing but the concrete shot that just gets you through everything. Some of the levels seem like they're too easy. Some of them, the checkpoints seem way too far apart. Some of them, it seems like they're way too close to the beginning. It's a very small gripe, though. It's normally I'm a person who really freaks out over issues like that, bad balancing, but here it doesn't really bother me so much. It's a very small complaint in the game. Obviously, regarding gameplay, you have basic running and jumping. They've gotten rid of the charge shot. They've gotten rid of the the charge shot, and the kick slide. Sorry, I'm not thinking straight. Yeah, I don't mind that they got rid of the slide kick, but I do not know why they got rid of the charge shot. I think if they had kept it, it would have made a lot of the battles less tedious. Also, you get some extra powers along the way. You have your robotic dog Rush. You start off with something that, it's like the Rush Coil, which lets you jump up to higher places. And the first time I saw it, I thought it said Rickroll, which was kind of funny. Later on, he turns into a jet, which lets you fly around for a little bit. And it's very well balanced. It's just for getting to other places or maybe helping you out. It gives kind of a free-form style of exploration to this game, which I really like. Nah, so yeah, very simple controls, yet it's somehow so challenging and so satisfying to master. And really, once you get a handle on it, then you feel like a robotic ninja or something like that. Now, obviously, the questions arose with any multi-platform game, what version should I get? And in this case, I would actually recommend the Wii version above all other versions. The reason for this being that the Wii remote turned sideways just resembles an NES controller so perfectly, so accurately, that it basically, like, it just really brings out that old school feeling of the game. And it feels perfect. It's a good controller to use. In second place, I would actually recommend the PS3 version, just because the control pad is really nicely laid out in conjunction with the buttons. And in last place, I would actually recommend the 360 version, unless you're an achievement whore, in which case, get the 360 version. But yeah, the 360, I find the control stick doesn't exactly fit this game too well, and the D-pad on that system is just no. Like, don't think that you need to buy a certain console just to enjoy this game. It's a great game on all systems. But I would just say Wii version first, if not PS3, if not 360 version. Just because the Wii really brings out that old school feeling with the controller, and also, the graphics are pretty much identical on all of them, and they all have the same content. It's all a matter of preference. And that, now that we're on the topic of graphics and presentation, as you can probably see from these videos, they are very 8-bit. They are designed to look 8-bit. The music completely 8-bit, and it feels awesome. It's actually gotten to the point where they added in sprite popping and screen tearing to add in that old school effect, and you can turn them off if you want. So on the whole, Mega Man 9, it's a fantastic game. If you're a hardcore gamer, you have to pick this up. If you are not so much of a hardcore gamer, I suggest you maybe pass it, or maybe give it a shot if you want to try it. But pretty much everyone, if you have the $10 to buy this, go out, download Mega Man 9 now. It is awesome.